is hand-wrist radiograph and what are skeletal maturity indicators using cervical vertebrae. Indications of hand-wrist radiographs, my dear students. Number one, it is taken for marked discrepancy between dental or skeletal and chronological age. Where maxillomandibular changes are indicated, example skeletal class 2 or class 3 open bite cases. To assess skeletal age in a patient whose growth is affected by infection, neoplastic or traumatic condition. To predict pubertal growth spurt, and if you need to do orthodontic surgery between the ages of 16 to 20 years, this hand-wrist X-ray has lots of importance. This picture is showing you what is the anatomy of the hand, whereby you have a distal phalanx, middle phalanx, proximal phalanx, and you have the different bones. In the growth centers in hand-wrist region, we say phalanges have got 28 growth centers, that is 14 primary and 14 secondary. Metacarpals have 10 growth centers, 5 primary, 5 secondary. Carpals have got 8 growth centers, ulna has got 2, radius has got 2, sesamod has got 1. Total we have around 51 growth centers in the hand anatomy. Friends or my dear students, this is what is Fishmans Skeletal Maturity Indicator. On the left side you have a diagram which is giving you 11 phases. SMI, Skeletal Maturity Indicator number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What is this? Here try to understand. That Skeletal Maturity Indicator number 1. Here we say that third finger proximal phalanx shows epiphyses and diaphyses of equal length. In case of SMI 2, width of the epiphysis is equal to that of diaphysis. In case of SMI 3, width of the epiphysis is equal to that of diaphysis in the middle phalanx of fifth finger. In case of SMI 4, appearance of adductor, sesamoid of the thumb is seen. In case of SMI 5, capping of epiphysis in the distal phalanx of third finger. Number 6, capping of epiphysis again seen in the middle phalanx. SMI number 7, it is seen in the middle phalanx of the fifth finger. SMI 8, fusion of epiphysis and diaphysis in the distal phalanx of third finger. Skeletal maturity indicator number 9, in case of Fishmans skeletal indicator, which says there is fusion of epiphysis and diaphysis, and 10, fusion of epiphysis and diaphysis. In case of SMI level, fusion of epiphysis and diaphysis is seen in the radius. Another way I have shown in the diagram, just below your diagram of these indices, there is another method which was suggested by Bohr and Brown, where they say that in case of stage 1, the child's age in case of males is 10.6 years, and in case of females it is 8.1 years. That is 3 years before peak of pubertal growth spurt. Stage 5, females at the age of 14 years, male at the age of 11 years. It signifies peak pubertal growth spurt. Stage 7, child of male of the age 15.9 years, girls of 13.3 years. It signifies the end of pubertal growth spurt, and at the age of stage 9, in case of males at 18.5 and females at 16 years, there is the end of the skeletal growth. This is again a very important diagnostic aid which is used in case of mixed dentition, in case of developing dentitions, or in case of myofunctional appliance therapies. This is the second method, that is using a cervical vertebrae maturation index. This was suggested by Hassel and Farman. My dear students, this had 6 stages based on the vertebrae, that is cervical vertebrae number 2, 3 and 4. That is in case of stage 1, you see the diagram on the left side. This is the stage of initiation. That is at this stage, adolescent growth was just beginning. 80% and 200% of growth was expected. Inferior border of C2, C3 and C4 were flat at this stage. In case of stage 2 acceleration, the concavities were developing in the inferior border of C2, C3. In case of stage 3 transition, the distinct concavities are seen in the inferior border of C2 and C3. Next. In case of stage 4, that is deceleration, distinct concavities were seen in the inferior border of C2, C3 and C4. And in case of stage 5, that is maturation, more accentuated concavities were seen in the inferior border of C2, C3 and C4. And in the stage 6, that is the stage of completion, growth was considered to be complete at this stage, and deep concavities were seen in the inferior borders of C2, C3 and C4. This again, my dear students, is sometimes asked as an unexpected short note in your section B of your theory paper, Trajectories of Forces. Trajectories of Forces. So here what you are supposed to write is, bending of slice indicates direction of functional stresses. The trajectorial theory of force states that the lines of orientation of the bony trabeculae correspond to the pathways of the maximal pressure and tension, and that the bony trabeculae are thicker in region where the stress is greater. These are the pictures which are showing what are the trajectories of forces in case of maxilla. You have the horizontal trajectories in the hard palate, number 1, orbital bridge, zygomatic arches, parietal bones, and lesser wings of sphenoid. And in case of vertical trajectories, you have frontal nasal buttress, you have malar zygomatic buttress, and you have the pterygoid buttress. In case of mandible, these are the trajectories, that is, a line of condyle extends from one condyle to other, passing through the symphysis. A number of vertical trajectories radiate down below the roots of the mandibular teeth, and the lower part of the mandible in the malar bridges are the other prominent buttresses of the mandible.